Hey there guys, welcome back to a new adventure. I'm back here again in my favorite place, the Shenandoah National Park. Today I'm going to be hopefully hiking an easy trail called Miller's Head. The total distance of the trail is supposed to be 1.4 miles, so this is probably going to be the easiest trail I'm going to do so far this year, but I can't complain because it's a really refreshing, great day today, and it did rain a few minutes ago, so it is a bit cloudy. My hope is to be able to catch the sunset. I don't have a lot of hope just because it is still cloudy, but you know how summer days are usually half the day it rains, half the day it's sunny, so I'm hoping that the sun will eventually come out and hopefully we'll be able to catch a beautiful sunset. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I got some water with me in my backpack. I got some cherries and pineapple as my snack. I already have seen a few deer, which is pretty cool, and I'm hopeful that maybe I'll see some more wildlife down the trail. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and explore this trail and let's have a great adventure. What a gorgeous trail this is, guys, so far. I love that it turned into fog and I'm literally walking in the fog right now, and it is lightly raining, but I'm still okay. I just gotta really pay attention to my footing because I'm literally walking on slippery rocks, so I gotta be very careful. But man, this is such a relaxing and nice trail, and look how beautiful it is everywhere. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, folks, as you can see, I've made it here to the overlook. The sun is literally setting as we speak, and what a peaceful and beautiful and clear view this is. And it was foggy in the beginning, very foggy, and I didn't really expect, to have such a beautiful view like this. But thanks to God, look at this gorgeous view. I'm able to see that and enjoy it, and even able to see the sunset slowly setting. We get to see the pink now and the orange colors, and it's really beautiful. So it's already past 8:20. It's already 8:27, so it's already 7 minutes past the sunset. But I'm so happy I still made it here, and I'm gonna quickly go ahead and eat some of my fruits before it gets completely dark. Enjoy the fruits, talk to you a little bit about God, and we're gonna head down back to the car. All right, guys, as you can see, the sun is still setting behind me. Man, the sunset just keeps getting better and better and better. I can't believe I'm able to see such a beautiful sunset today. As you guys have seen, it was very foggy. I totally did not expect to see such an epic sunset today. Thanks to God. I'm very thrilled and happy right now. And also, I can't believe it, I was able to even see a rainbow. Man, what a great day it is today. As you can see, I'm really excited and I feel really happy right now. Right now I'm going to go ahead and eat my cherries that I brought. As you can see, I got some cherries here. On the bottom here, let me kind of show you here on the bottom. I got some delicious pineapple. So I'm going to go ahead and eat, talk to you a little bit about God, and we're going to head down to the car. Made the right choice today for the snack. Perfect. So today, guys, I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Bible verse in the Bible, which is John 14:6. I do mention it a lot in my videos, which is, Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So that's like one of my favorite verses. And I was sitting the other day and watching the sunset, and I was thinking about the part of life. You know how Jesus said he's the way, the truth, and the life? And I was thinking like about my life and about life that people live in general, And I was thinking like, sometimes people wake up, right? And they ask themselves a question like, hey, what motivates me? What motivates me to wake up each morning? What motivates me to live life? You know what I mean? What motivates me? Is it the pleasures of my life, of the pleasures that I have in my life? What motivates me? Is it money? Is it work? What motivates me to live life? You know what I mean? And I've noticed that like before I used to be a real Christian, before I surrendered my life to God, I remember I used to live a life, of course, for myself, and I did things on my own, and I kind of made my own choices, you know what I mean? I did things, well, of course, we all do, we all make our own choices, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, I was thinking, like, I didn't need God, I didn't need anybody, and I was just trying to live a life of freedom, so-called, because I was the one making the choices. I was deciding if I want to do this, that, whatever. And what I remember is I used to live, a sinful life and things like that. And even though I made those choices myself, even though I decided what is going to make me happy or whatever, I actually felt depressed. I felt empty, depressed, and sad, and unfulfilled, unsatisfied, if that's a word, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the point I was thinking about, how it totally makes sense to me now why that verse says Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. is because he really is my life, because he's the one that gives me real purpose and meaning in life. Versus if I didn't have God, if I followed my own choices, I wouldn't be satisfied. I wouldn't have real meaning and purpose. I would just, hey, do something I like, but then it wouldn't satisfy. It would leave me empty. I would still want more and more and more and more. You know what I mean? And the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that when Jesus said that he's the way, the truth, and the life, he really is the life. Without Jesus, we can't find meaning and purpose. Without Jesus, we won't be happy. Without Jesus, we're not going to be satisfied. Without Jesus, there is no life. And that's why he says that he is the way, the truth, and the life. No Jesus, no life. So that's what I wanted to leave for you guys and for myself as a reminder that if you don't have Jesus in your life doesn't have real meaning and purpose, and you're going to feel depressed, you're going to feel sad and lonely. It's because you're trying to live for yourself. Because I'm telling from experience, because that's what happened in my life. And my encouragement to you, my friend, is just don't get upset about what I'm saying here today, but just come to Jesus, surrender your life fully to him, and give your heart to God. Because like I said, he's the one that will truly give you meaning and purpose, and will give you real life in this life, and you will be fulfilled, you'll be satisfied. There's a song that I really like that is called Only You Can Satisfy, and it's talking about Jesus and God, and I totally agree with that. And I encourage you today, my friend, to give yourself to God and surrender your life to him today, because he's the one who can give you a fresh start and can make you truly happy and fulfill your life. All right, guys, it's time to say goodbye to this beautiful view. Seriously, what a gorgeous sunset. But it's time to get going because it is getting really dark here in the forest. So let's go. Thank God that this trail is not too long, only 1.4 miles, I guess. We'll find out at the end when I get to my car exactly, but I like that it's short, so that way I'm able to see a beautiful sunset and hopefully make it to my car quickly and safely before it gets completely dark. But this helps. Maybe I should move it like this. Yeah, this might be a little bit better. Let's do it. Oh man. Still trying to catch my breath, but as you guys can see, I've made it safely back to my car. It is really dark in this area, but so crazy that out in the distance I can still see the pink sunset, which is still pretty cool. And I'm so happy I made it back to my car, because in that forest it was very dark, and my headlamp, I would say halfway there, the battery died, so I had to use my flashlight from my phone. So I was a little bit nervous, you know what I mean? So thankfully I made it here to my car. And the funny part is I almost actually lost my keys earlier today, but then I figured out I put them in my backpack. So I was a little bit I kind of scared myself before I even started the hike, but thank God I'm here and I'm about to start heading back home now. I hiked the total distance today of 2.81 miles, a total ascent of 456 feet, and a total time of 2 hours 34 minutes. So this is a very short but really nice hike, honestly. I love it. And man, that sunset and the rainbow, I totally did not expect that. As you guys have seen in the beginning of the video, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna even see a sunset. It was cloudy and it was rainy, and I'm like, I still wanted to do the hike because it was just still felt really good, and I just wanted to be outside, you know, and go for a fun adventure. So thanks to God, I was able to accomplish all my goals today. I can't believe it. What a gorgeous sunset, and what a peaceful and awesome hike. I was able to even walk through the fog, and it just felt like I was in the rainforest or something. It was awesome. So anyway, gonna start heading back home now. Got about an hour drive. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this adventure. I hope you enjoyed it, and just want to leave you with the note that God speaks the truth when he says that he is the way, the truth, and the life. Without Jesus, there is no life, my friends. I'm talking from my experience, because I've used to live years in depression and sadness, loneliness. I did things on my own, you know. I'm like, I don't need religion, I don't need God. I'm gonna make my own choices, you know what I mean? And that's what I did. But those years, I was very depressed and sad, even though I made my own choices, even though I did whatever I wanted to do. Imagine that. And many people today do the same. They think, I don't need God, I don't need religion, even though they know deep inside that The Bible is what holds the truth. You know what I mean? The conscience is telling them. Did you guys know that the word conscience comes with two words? Con means wit, science is knowledge. So all of us is with knowledge. We know what's right and wrong because God has given us inside of our conscience. And if you, my friend, are honest with yourself, and if I'm honest with myself, you know, we need to ask ourselves a question. You know, what is my life? Is it myself, for my pleasures, for my own? I'm living for myself, or am I living for God? God who loved me, God who died for me, God who sacrificed himself on the cross because he loved us so much, because he wanted to forgive us of our sins and give us a fresh new start, and so that we could have a purpose and meaning in him. So just remember that, my friend, that no Jesus, no life. If you have Jesus, then you have everything, my friends. Like, people think you need wealth, you need, I don't know, people want money, people want pleasure, they want, you know what do people want in this world, you know, all these different things, but more than anything, Jesus is more valuable than anything. There's a Bible verse that says, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his own soul? You see, that's what the enemy, the devil, he wants you to be blind about. He doesn't want you to see that Jesus is the only way, that Jesus is all you need in your life, not all those other stuff that's in this world. You know what I mean? So anyway, hope you guys understood what I'm trying to say here. And hope you have a great rest of the day and evening or night or whatever you have. And I'm really excited to do some more adventures this year, and this has been one of the best summer adventures so far. So I want to say again, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you guys in the next adventure. God bless.